What can I say? That's the title of it, I guess. What more can I say? We'll just continue this as always. Always the same craziness, same nonsense. That we continue to, I guess, deal with, which is the main focus of it all. But I asked that question. It was just like, why is it that our taxes aren't going down? Why is it that our taxes aren't going down, even though all these programs and all these things are being defunded? And it's a question basically for MAGA, as always, because they never have an explanation for it. But the thing is that's the whole purpose of this shutdown. That's the whole purpose of these people doing this stuff. They basically want to be able to shut stuff down, cut funding and stuff like that. But why is it that our taxes aren't going down? And I don't want to hear, oh, the big beautiful bill, they got tax credits and stuff. No, why aren't our taxes going down? If we are not funding all of these billion-dollar programs, how is it that the taxes cannot go down or stay the same? How come the middle class, the poor class, the lower class, they cannot receive a permanent tax? I'm just trying to get an explanation to that because that's one of the things that's confusing me right now, is the fact that everybody wants to talk about, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, but it's just like, what are you actually doing? Because the thing is nothing is actually going down, nothing has actually changed. So the prices ain't going down for shit. The price on everything is actually climbing. Prices is going up and stuff. So it's not like we're actually gaining more money, or our dollars stretching out farther. But the thing is our taxes are still the same. We're not getting no tax incentives. I was just like, what? The biggest tax incentive that you have some of these people lying their asses off is like, oh, but I'm receiving no tax on overtime. I was like, bro, you ain't gonna see that till you file your taxes. And then when you file your taxes, you still gonna pay taxes on it. You're not getting all of that money back. So it's crazy to me that people are falling for this fallacy, but here we are paying the same amount of taxes, but all these programs are supposedly being defunded because every program is being defunded. Look at the fact that now you want to threaten people to not be able to get food. So now people ain't even gonna be able to get food. And I was on a panel yesterday and somebody was like, well, we don't know the future. And it was just like, that's an ignorant ass way to fucking look at it. We don't know the future. We don't know if it's gonna happen or not. That was just like, we've been saying all this shit has gonna happen and it's been happening this whole fucking time. And MAGA still refuses to believe anything that anybody else says besides their piece of shit talking points. I was just like, it's crazy that it just continues that way. It was just like, look at, but he's here. Do you think EBT should have limitations like on junk food, sugary drinks? The thing is you gotta look at it at this way. EBT is there, right? But at the same time, what is it that's put on EBT for people to purchase? Because the thing is if you want to put limitations on it, you got to get rid of all the shit. You got to get rid of all those sugary drinks, which they are talking about doing. But at the same time, most of the time, the stuff that they're able to purchase is the stuff that is junk food, that isn't healthy. Morning, Lord. And that's the thing that most people don't talk about. A lot of the junk food and the stuff like that, like go into a grocery store, go into a supermarket and see what's on WIC. If you are really concerned with making sure people are eating healthy and stuff like that, you would make sure that it's the healthier products. But the healthier products aren't the ones that are getting these. You don't see WIC on something that might be expensive, but is actually healthier for people. You see all the junk food and stuff like that, which is way cheaper, and people can stretch out the money that they actually make from it. That's the big difference. So it's not that it's it's that it's junk food that people just buy junk food. That's the stuff that they can get more of. So if you got 20 bucks and one item costs 20 bucks to get, and that's the healthy one, but you can get 6 or 7 from the unhealthy, most chances are people are going to buy the unhealthy shit because that means that gives them more food to use, more food to eat. It doesn't allow them to run out of the food. So that's why the bigger problem is that we have to make sure that WIC, when it's instituted, it's like, hey, it's only the WIC available stuff is the expensive good food because they only get a certain amount. It's not like people think that WIC is just fucking you just go to the store and just go on a fucking shopping spree. And that's the ignorant people. That's the people that don't understand and don't pay attention to the shit. So you have to put limitations on the junk food, but the junk food is the stuff that they can get the most of. So if you can get more junk food, you're gonna buy more junk food if you ain't gonna be able to afford anything else. Shit. And the thing is if you look at the number, look, uncooked chicken is $11.99 and a rotisserie chicken is $7.99. But which one do you think is on WIC? Do you think people online will keep their promises on how they will rob people? I don't think people are actually gonna rob people. But I do think people are gonna be turning a blind eye. I've seen a bunch of videos of people's just like, we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna turn the blind eye. Whereas like if you see somebody that's struggling and they need baby formula, people are saying, yo, I didn't see shit. Cause it's 16 million out of those 40 million that's gonna lose the benefits, 16 million of them are kids. 16 million kids rely on this benefit. It's not even like you telling me that it's just, if you were telling me it's all adults, even then that's still a problem, but it's just like you can work through that. You can try to help them with jobs, which you don't see no programs doing that though. But when it's kids that are going through this issue where the kids aren't going to be able to eat, where some of the parents get these benefits because of the kids not eating, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thought process. You're not going to come and tell me that it's just like, oh, well, they need to get a job. It's a fucking kid. It's a fucking kid. That's the big thing here. The thing is the Republican Party, the GOP, Mike Johnson, and all these fucking dumbasses want to make it seem like these are grown ass able to work people that are gonna lose the benefits. And it's not that. It's fucking kids also. So if the parent loses the benefit that the kid was receiving, that means that that parent isn't gonna have the money to keep on purchasing the stuff for the kid to continue to eat. Some kids struggle to eat at school. So now you're gonna remove that from it? I thought you were for the fucking kids. I thought you were pro fucking life. Here you are pro life, but you're not ensuring that kids are gonna have fucking food to eat. And that's the thing what most people don't understand. If you on Snap, you have a job. Most of these people have a fucking job. See, and then you got these ignorant people here. I was like, these are the people that their mom should have fucking swallowed. This was the one mistake your mom made right there. That's what you have right there. That's what you have right there. The one instance where your mom should have swallowed. Plain and simple. The point blank specific thing where your mom should have swallowed. That's crazy. Because that's the thought process for a lot of y'all Republican dumb fucks when y'all don't realize that it's your Republican people that are using fucking Snap more than anybody else. It's red states that use up Snap more than the blue states. Red states use more benefits than any of the blue states. You know why? Because the blue states fund, they get that SNAP benefit, and then a lot of those blue states have more money and they enhance those programs. Republicans just make more problems. Republican states can't afford to fund themselves, so they have to be funded by a Democratic state by subsidizing them, and then they want to blame blue states. Why is it that you ain't concerned about your red state being broke? Because your red state is always the broke states. It was just like you're the same people that didn't understand how tariffs work. So I know you don't understand how your state gets subsidized. If you couldn't understand the way that tariffs work, you definitely don't know how your state gets subsidized. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If you don't know how the fucking taxes work, you don't know how the tariffs work, y'all the same dumbasses that thought y'all was getting overtime on no tax on overtime, but didn't realize that you still gonna get taxed on all your overtime. Yet here we are complaining because people in need are getting their money removed. But then you have the fucking rich billionaires that you want to be nut swallowers of that don't do shit for you. Because the thing is if you got that corporate tax break, right? That is now permanent, right? Remember how y'all said, "Oh, not taxing the billionaires will make them create jobs and it'll help the people and it'll pay the employees more." So why is it that Walmart has most of their fucking people on SNAP benefits? If that was the fucking case. If if the corporations are supposedly going to put the money back into their employees, why is it that Amazon is laying a whole bunch of people off too? They just got this corporate tax break. So if you got this tax break that is now fucking finalized and completed and they're going to earn more money, why are you firing people? Why is it that most of the employees in Walmart are on benefits? Can you explain that? No, that's when MAGA decides to run out the fucking conversation because they ain't got shit to fucking say. They run out of fucking ignorant shit to say that they's just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to argue with this dude because this dude is just gonna make me look foolish. Like, come on, man. Y'all just ignorant as shit. Benefits is gonna be taken away and people are gonna struggle. Yet the corporations ain't struggling and they got the tax break. How come you didn't get the tax break? How come the middle class didn't get a permanent tax fix? How come the lower class didn't get a permanent tax fix? Nah, they act like they better than people. And the thing is they worse off than most. That's the bigger thing. Most of the time they think they're better than people. Most of these Republicans think they better because they live in a fucking trailer park home and they own it. Like, bro, nobody wants to live in no beat down ass place. People in cities, in big cities, people in democratic cities have better living overall than Republican fucking towns. But the thing is people are so naive and so fucking uncultured and so fucking uneducated that they don't understand that. You think that you live better out in the Midwest because you got more fucking you got shit to fucking do. Yet you being subsidized for all your shit. Your red fucking state is being subsidized by that blue state. So the way you living is because those blue cities are paying for your fucking inadequacies. Because you not providing anything. Republicans are always the fucking ones that want to say, oh, well, I don't want my taxes to go to somebody else. You dumb fuck. Taxes you ain't paying nobody else's shit. You barely supporting your own fucking state. You barely supporting your own fucking state. barely supporting your own fucking state, and you think the taxes you paying is being distributed elsewhere? See, this is the stupidity. This is a simple way of explaining it to you people that don't know how to fucking critically think. So you mean to tell me that a state like California, which the minimum wage is like $15, and they have a population of 39 million, is taking money from a state that has a 725 minimum wage and has about 8 million people? You mean to tell me that these big cities that pay more, have a higher population, are being funded by the fucking town that has like fucking 20,000 people? Yet all the millions live in this big ass fucking city. How stupid are you? You gotta be dumb to not be able to comprehend that. There is no fucking place where a smaller population with a smaller wage is going to outperform a larger population with a higher wage. You gotta be fucking unstable to be able to fucking think that. That's why they came up with that whole Trump derangement syndrome. Cause y'all so full of fucking nuts of swallowing that y'all have no way of thinking anything fucking else. No possible way of thinking anything else. Cause y'all been swallowing nuts for so fucking long. And then you got these people. You got people that don't actually do the fucking math and don't do the research. California's so far in the red, but they ended up paying $80 billion out of their state to fund the broke red states. Imagine if California didn't have to pay out an extra $80 billion to help support your Medicare, your SNAP benefits, your anything in your red states, because you don't produce anything. What do? Please tell me, if you out in the fucking middle of the fucking country and all you got is farmland, what money do you make off those farms? You ain't making no money off of that shit because that's already being subsidized. So imagine all the farmland you have that you think does all the shit, you're being subsidized for. So the farmers are being subsidized, meaning other states are paying for your state to actually produce what it actually produces. How you a Republican state and you already being subsidized and you crying about other states doing better when they're paying for your state? You not gonna tell. That's the thing. Most of y'all failed at math and it's easy to fucking tell. Bro, there's no way that you dumbasses believe that a state like California with almost 40 million people getting paid a minimum wage of $15, getting paid $15 is not making more money than a red state that has not even a quarter of that population and the fucking minimum wage is $7.25. Just do simple fucking math. Just round it down to $7, matter of fact. Maybe it'll make it easier for you. Maybe you can learn to calculate a bit better. Just slightly. Maybe, because numbers is hard for y'all. Because I don't know how far you can actually fucking count. So I don't even know how you can actually do fucking math. Oh, look, see? But the taxes in California are outrageous. Yes, and they still take care of their people and your broke ass. Ain't that crazy? All these states with those high ass taxes still take care of their people, still provide extra over whatever the federal government gives, and then still gives to your broke ass red state. Imagine that. But the taxes is outrageous. If they weren't outrageous, you wouldn't be able to survive in your broke red state. You ever thought of that? Nah, you didn't think about that because you're too stupid to fucking think. You got all these nuts in your mouth that you can't even think properly because you keep on swallowing. That's the problem. Like I said, the squirrels is looking at y'all funny. The squirrels is looking at y'all funny. How y'all fit all them nuts in your mouth? It's crazy. The fucking squirrels is giving you that side eye like, Like I said before, the squirrels is like, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Crazy. See, look, that's why I love talking to these idiots. Because look, this same one, wasn't he just talking about California? He brought up California, but then because he didn't have anything to talk about, couldn't disprove the ignorance and the stupidity that he was trying to spit. Now he changes to another state. Stay on topic, boy. Crazy. Stay on topic. That's all them nuts in your mouth right now. They ain't letting you think. Fucking you. What state you in? Cause I know they need a basketball team. Cause you be great with the fucking crossovers you be trying to do. You should fucking try out for the basketball team. Cause that's crazy. How you just gonna pivot like that and start talking about a whole nother state when you were trying to blame it on another state? Colorado's doing better than most of y'all red states because Colorado legalized fucking marijuana. It's legal to garden in Colorado. And they're making more revenue that way than your broke ass state with your farmers. The same ones that are asking for another fucking bailout. The same farmers that are asking from another bailout? Damn, that's crazy. Colorado's doing terrible. Let's talk about Alabama then, since y'all want to pivot, right? Y'all want to pivot. Let's pivot. Let's talk about all the red states that are doing terrible. Let's talk about Louisiana. Let's talk about West Virginia. Let's talk about Mississippi. No, we don't want to talk about those. We want to talk about one blue state. Oh, damn! And even in Colorado, they're still doing better than those red states, even though Colorado's so terrible. But imagine this. Imagine that Colorado's so terrible and you saying it's so bad, yet your bitch ass is still living there. Ain't that crazy? Your bitch ass is still living in that state, even though it's so fucking terrible. Why haven't you moved to Mississippi? Why haven't you moved to Alabama? Oh, what? Let me guess. You won't get paid the same? Oh, that's what it is. You won't get paid the same. So you won't be making enough. So then we would still subsidize you. Oh, it makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. Yeah, red states is broke. They been broke. They continue to stay broke. Look at this. Look at this. You see this one? You see this one? I got a question for you. How many nuts have you swallowed so far? How many nuts? From how many people? Cause damn, I'm surprised. That's why you typing and most of y'all can never join up and say anything because y'all mouth is always full, huh? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just crazy to me. That's why y'all never want to jump up on the fucking mic because it's just like your mouth is full of nuts. It was just like, we don't talk about that. Y'all never answer that question. Y'all never answer why the squirrels is like, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. When the squirrels is giving you side eyes, bro, that's wild. And y'all seen what squirrels could do. And the squirrels is ashamed of y'all. The squirrels look at y'all in disgust like, that's just nasty. The squirrels look at y'all like, y'all nasty. Just like, we don't even stoop to that fucking level. We don't stoop to that level. I don't want to hear no bullshit from y'all. It's just like y'all always come up with the same bullshit. Then when y'all get roasted on the same fucking talking point, y'all want to change it up. Y'all the same people that want to talk about being anti-fascist is wrong. Where the fuck they do that at? So you want to be North Korea. imagine you defending the fact that you want to be North Korean. How you want to be North Korean? How you want to be Chinese? That's what you want. You want to be Chinese. You want to be Chinese so bad because you bought all the shit from their store because you ain't buying no American shit. Matter of fact, look at the fucking shirt you got on right now. Tell me you have American made shit. Tell me you have something made American that you have right on. Shit, the shit that you watching me through right now ain't even fucking American. That's how ignorant you are. That's how many nuts you continue to swallow. Petey, don't ask him that. Petey, why you gonna have to see? Look at these questions. What? Why are you gonna insult his intelligence to this level, bro? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to these people? This dude is gonna go on Google, not be able to read it, and be like, it means Kamala Harris. Hey, come on now. You can't be doing this to people, Petey. Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. The dude been pivoting the whole fucking time. That's the whole thing. Motherfuckers is gonna go Google it and not be able to read this shit and be like, Joe Biden. You know what being a Marxist is? It's being Barack Obama. The fuck? Oh, here, look at this one. Look at this one. First statement he makes, and already pivoting from what I was already talking about. Like, how's my whole mantra the same thing, but you ain't man enough to join up and talk about how you fucking support all this stupidity? I appreciate hearing that, Katie. But it's just talking the facts. These people come up with the fucking stupidity and they swallow so many fucking nuts that the squirrels is looking at them funny because they don't understand anything. They don't understand shit. They didn't understand tariffs. They don't understand civics. They don't understand the electoral college. They don't know how fucking voting works. They don't know how immigration works. They don't know how being a green card holder is being legal. They don't understand. No, this is a better one. Remember when Donald Trump said that during the Biden administration, there was 8 million people that came over the border. You know what I always found interesting about that? How the fuck you counted these people if you didn't document them? Sapper, just because you got a fucking Sapper tab and you think you hardcore, bro, you ain't tough, bro. You tough in your little platoon. Your platoon makes you look tough. Your platoon, you might fuck them up, but that's because you're only platoon. In your whole battalion, people walk over you, my dude. Easy. Oh, you're retired. Even worse then. So you a retired veteran that wants to sit at home and talk shit, yet motherfuckers wasn't getting paid, but you were okay with that. You were okay with a government shutdown when people weren't getting paid, right? Oh, look. What did he just do? Damn. He playing ball. He balling people. Kobe. Damn, look at that crossover. Look at that crossover. Wasn't he the one just talking about my mantras pivoting? And here he is doing crossovers. God damn, bro, them nuts. You got to take the nuts out your mouth, bro. When they say play ball, it's not in your mouth, bro. It's not in your mouth. It's actually shoot hoops. That's when they say play ball. Take them out your mouth. Fucking dumbass. Like, come on, bro. Like, just like, she said, that's my job. What? Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Look, I love when they do this. Imagine this. Never seen this dude on live and not angry. So you came back. So you came back. You came back to get educated. You must be one of those that comes here to learn something so that when another liberal or progressive or anybody that isn't on fucking Republican is there. Never seen this dude on live and not angry. So you've been here before. Imagine that. Imagine you came over here. Yo. Imagine you gonna my man been stalking and watching me. Let me see if he's angry. Let me see. He's been on my feed multiple times. For a person that y'all dislike and don't want to watch, y'all don't know how to use the block button, y'all keep coming back, don't y'all? That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy how you keep coming back. Flip, he's doing this. Hold on, I gotta send a message. With your fucking dumbass. The fuck? Like how you come back, bro? How you come back? Why you type like that, bro? We in 2025, bro. Like, damn. And that's the thing, because the thing is I'm a veteran also. And all the veterans that like to talk all this hot shit when they first come in, you wasn't tough in the military. You were tough around the people that you were around. And that made you think you was tough. Because you hung around people that didn't have the fucking IQ to fucking be tough. The only thing was that you got institutionalized to think you were tough. But you never talk all that crazy shit outside. Look. The classic nut swallowing comment. By who? You? Come on, bro. Come on. Really? That's how you feel? That's how you feel? Let's get back to the topic of why our taxes are still not going down. Because the thing is once I start talking intelligent, I know they get quiet. See, and that's why comprehension skills. See, look. This is what I explain to y'all. This is what happens. This is what they see. This is what they see when all they see is somebody's abs because their fucking mouth is full of nuts. You don't know what a person looks being mad. That's because your mouth is full of nuts. You concentrating on the wrong things. You haven't seen anything. Why was people spitting on war veterans when they came back from wars? Because these same war veterans are the same ones that seen war, experienced war, and then think it's okay for American citizens to be fucking terrorized by the military. You can be a war veteran, but you can still be a piece of shit. That don't change. Just because you served in the military don't mean you ain't a piece of shit. If you were a piece of shit then, you are still a piece of shit now. If that's your attitude now, it was the same attitude you had in the military. So don't come up surprised, because a lot of veterans will tell you the same thing. A lot of these people spoke all this hot shit. Look at this. Look at this guy. 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 Look. The guy that only amounted to something while in the military wants to act tough. The one that's so tough but can't have the conversation on live. See, look. But you still on my nuts. Remember that, guys? Remember, I was a triggered one. Yeah, he's still on my nuts, y'all. He's still here. Why is it that for people that y'all supposedly dislike, y'all love swallowing their nuts? Because you still on my nuts right now. Ain't that crazy? Do you want a squirrel t-shirt? Is that what it is? So you can get off of my shit? Why don't you go back to sucking on Trump's nuts? That's what you need to do. Exactly. There we go. There we go. That's yo. Which Vietnam era that really saw all that crazy shit talk like that? Come on, bro. Imagine that the only place you got attention was as a crayon eater. And now that you retired and out, you think you big and bad. Bro, stick to your crayons. You get more attention from there. You can swallow those too, like you swallow the nuts. Like these people never have any conversation to have that's actually worthwhile or interesting. Because the thing is you don't have that in there. Exactly. If you have to put it in your username, if you have to put it in your username, that means that you didn't amount to anything besides your military time. Which, you know what, Sapper? I appreciate your military service because I appreciate any person that decided to fucking swear an oath to the Constitution and decide to serve this country. So I appreciate you for that. But besides that, that's the only thing you ever amounted to. Because you have to make sure that everybody knows what you did. Because you haven't done anything else worth remembering for. Ooh, so, oh, see, now he has to make sure that he puts it out there. It's just like, it was like, look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this guy. You see this? You see this guy? You see this guy? You see this? Look at the funniest thing is that you look at Sean's profile and all you see is posts of fucking Jesus. Yet he's out here judging. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? You got nothing but Jesus posts on your fucking shit. And here you are judging. And I'm supposed to listen to the hypocrite that did an amount of shit like you that wants to preach about the fucking Bible and Jesus Christ. And here you are talking all this hot shit. Damn. Crazy, right? Crazy. Y'all think y'all think y'all amount to something by saying all the shit y'all do on the live, but then when it actually has to having a conversation, oh, oh, crazy. The thing is to see, look. I gotta run now. I gotta run now, y'all. I got a meeting to attend. I gotta go swallow some nuts. So I can't concentrate on two different things because my mind doesn't allow me to. So I'm gonna go suck on some nuts and then I'll probably be back. Exactly. Yo, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Ted. See, and then that's the thing. It's just like, bro, this is the ignorance of military people that always want to act tough. You fail to realize that there's active duty service members right now that rely on SNAP. And you think you above them because you served as a crayon eater. That's the fucking problem. You're part of the problem. See, oh well, see, like I said, you see how easy it is to identify the pieces of shit when they were in the military and the pieces of shit that they were out? Look how simple that was, how he clarified that. You must have been a pogue. Oh, classic thing. Because the thing is every Marine goes through combat training. So you all supposedly infantry, but you were a combat engineer. You weren't infantry. You just said it yourself. So you was a pogue also. Dumb fuck. You see how dumb you. It was like, look it up, combat engineer. You weren't fucking infantry. You weren't infantry. You weren't infantry. So literally everybody could do your job. Yo, his nut. Yo, man. Hey, bro, you're gonna be late to your nut swallowing. I suggest you make it there on time, bro. Just because you take somebody else's, like, bro, that's the thing. It's like all these military service members that want to be assholes and think they fucking do. That's all they do. They hype up the time in the military to act like they were the hot shit. But you notice how nobody knows your name? Crazy, isn't it? Crazy that part, right? Nobody knows who you are. The only people that gave you importance were those people in the military. Outside of it, you were a piece of shit before, and you're a piece of shit then. If you have to put it in your fucking your username or your fucking profile name, that's crazy, bro. Bro, that tells me that from 1989 to 2019, you didn't amount to shit. My man was so tough that he just did the 20 years and got out the day right after. Bro, you was tired. Stop lying, bro. Bro, I'm not the here gloating about how many nuts I swallowed, Sean. Sean, how many nuts you swallowed today? How many nuts you swallowed? Cause y'all must be going to the same meeting, ain't y'all? Oh, none today, so you swallowed other days. Got it, Sean. I appreciate the fucking clarification. Cause it's great when you actually clarify like that. He didn't say none today, but he didn't say I never swallowed nuts. You see how the difference is in intellect and fucking being intelligent? But hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss. Hopefully Sapper doesn't try to jump in and swallow my nuts while I'm doing it. I'll be right back. All that nut swallowing crazy? Crazy. Right? Crazy? Rehearsal. I heard him gurgle. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, let's actually have a conversation now. Now that we have the stupidity gone to go fucking swallow some nuts, let's talk about why our taxes ain't going down. Because the thing is either you have to ridicule them, or the fact is that they think that they can have this energy, but they forget to realize that they're stupid. They forget to realize that the shit that's ongoing and happening, they have no comprehension of. So the easiest thing to do is to try to go and try to act like they gaslighting people to actually make it seem like they know what they're talking about. But then they pivot. Because look at how many people didn't we have? He was the main one talking about we're going to pivot. But then here you are as a United States service member supporting the fact that federal officers are arresting United States citizens. This is what you served your country for? I thought we served our country to make sure those things didn't happen in our country, and we made sure they didn't happen in other countries. So you were willing to sign up to go and do that and spread democracy elsewhere, but you have a problem fucking supporting it in your own country. Ain't that crazy? That's the crazy part. That's the real wild part about it that people don't seem to understand. Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you this, Sean. If you got anything to say, jump in the fucking box. If you got too many nuts in your mouth, then shut the fuck up. Because you have not put any kind of input worthwhile at anything. You would just jock ride and fucking sapper the whole fucking time. Were you on his nuts while he was on Trump's nuts? Or was it the other way around? No? Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I thought. No, what you need to do is actually get the intellect to understand that this Republican Party is screwing you and this country over. That's the problem about it. Cause the thing is it's funny. Y'all did the same shit during the Biden administration, right? During the Biden administration. So y'all want to, cause y'all always love to bring up Biden, right? Y'all did the same shit during the Biden administration, and Biden was actually doing shit that benefited you as a fucking American. And you were complaining. And you were whining. When he signed the infrastructure or the Inflation Reduction Act or the CHIPS Act, y'all were complaining. It's just like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. But then when you want to put tariffs on everything and you want to put it on the same shit, let me guess, you didn't make any extra money, because that's the thing. The stupidity of most of these people is that we were under the same tax plan from Donald Trump the first time during the Biden administration. So if you didn't make any money, that means that you were too stupid to make any money, because the money was exactly the fucking same. You were under the same tax plan, because the same thing is that most Republicans was like, well, I paid more under Biden. How? If the tax plan just got fucking extended and made permanent now. Oh, let me guess. You're one of those. You're one of those filthy rich fucking Republicans that's in the closet that wants to preach about Jesus all the time. You must be. Are you representative? You kind of. Damn, that's crazy. What's the House Speaker's name again? You must be Mike Johnson. You related to him? Full of shit. Talks a whole bunch of fucking hot air. That's all he do. You gotta be related, because that's all Mike Johnson does. Mike Johnson just talks a hot lot of bullshit and people believe it. Imagine that you want to say that you're working so hard, but you decided to cancel fucking all the votes for the past 3 weeks. What are you working hard at? We still don't have a budget that's been appropriated properly. So why isn't that House Republicans aren't in fucking Congress right now working day and night, tirelessly through this fucking thing? Because they want to sit and get on a fucking continuation bill instead of actually sitting down and doing their fucking job and appropriating the fucking budget. But you don't got nothing to say to that, right? Because you didn't think about that. Because you just rather have people go and struggle, and the Republicans always blame the Democrats, saying, oh, this shutdown is caused by the fucking Democrats. Here's another fucking stupidity. Here's another one. Highlight this, y'all. So when the Big Beautiful Act, you know, the one that they worked tirelessly, the ones that they worked late night into the weekend, how come that passed and they didn't have 60 votes? So the Big Beautiful Bill, they didn't have the votes for that. But somehow that passed. How did you manage that one? How did you manage that one? I'm just trying to figure out. You got the Big Beautiful Bill to pass, but you didn't have the majority, and the Democrats didn't sign off on it. So you were able to pass the Big Beautiful Bill to make sure that the corporations, you know, the people that were sitting front row in the inauguration, got a permanent tax cut, but somehow to make sure that the American citizen gets funded and make sure that they have SNAP benefits and make sure that they need and receive fucking funding, you don't have a concern there. You don't have a concern when everybody's healthcare coverage is about to fucking go up. There you don't have a concern, right? There you don't have the votes. Oh, but mind you, remember the people that supposedly support the military so much? Remember the ones that were supporting the military so much? Remember the first week of the shutdown? When a Democrat decided to push a standalone bill that would make sure that our active duty service members would still get paid, and Mike Johnson said, nah, we ain't voting on that. We shutting down the House. Oh, y'all don't remember that. But then y'all want to make it and go 4 weeks later and be like, oh my God. Oh my God. The Democrats decided to vote no because the Republicans said this. No, bitch, you doing the same thing that fucking Donald Trump did. Every single bill and every single thing that has done, nothing comes from Donald Trump. He just fucking takes the name of something else and goes and picks it up. That's it. Because look, the one fallacy, the one thing that I was giving Trump before, the one thing that I actually acknowledged Trump for was the Mission Act. And that's where veterans would be able to go and get care outside of the VA if they didn't have the appointments or the opportunity to be doing that. I thought that was Trump. I was just like, you know what? He did do something for the veterans. But come to fucking realize that that wasn't his fucking plan. The plan came from the Choice Act that was signed by Barack Obama, which started the ability for veterans to go outside of the VA. So Barack Obama created the Choice Act. And then from there, Donald Trump decided to be a nut swallower because he had concepts of a fucking plan. And then what happened? He created the Mission Act. He ain't create shit. He just fucking renamed it. The same way the fucking Infrastructure Act, the one that he wanted to stop, all of a sudden now he's doing funding for infrastructure. Oh yeah, remember all those $1 million investments that he was saying that are coming into the country? The same ones that fucking Joe Biden had already announced when he did that Infrastructure and Chips Act? Or like that Hyundai plant that came over here because Joe Biden made that happen. And then what happened? You Republican fucking racist decided to call ICE on the fucking South Koreans that were here to fucking help make and create and build and fucking teach Americans how to do the fucking job at the plant. Y'all got them fucking deported and they ended up leaving. So please tell me what Republican has done anything. Because y'all can't tell me a single fucking thing that Republicans have done that has been benefiting anybody. That's how dumb you are. We can do our jobs. Yet you're ignorant to the fact that every single manufacturing car plant gets these automations and this programming and gets taught by South Korea. They come in and manage all those fucking automations. Because they're the ones that program it. And then they teach us Americans how to do it. And then we continue to do it. They come and install it. That's why they were here. You can go to Ford. You can go to fucking GMC. They all do the same thing because the automation is created by these people that we don't have. Why you think, how many are here illegally? Bitch, you illegal. You wasn't born here. You wasn't raised here just because your family came over in the 1600s. You ain't from here. Fucking when did Christopher Columbus fucking discover America? That was 1492, right? 1492 he found, was it he found 1492? So 1492 he found this place, right? Yeah, and thank you, Vegas. And that was by accident. My man didn't know where the fuck he was going and found it by accident. Yet there was already people here. How the fuck you found something that was already discovered? How you found some shit that was already there? How you discovered? It's like it's plain and simple. Republicans cannot come up and tell me one good fucking thing that this presidency has done. Oh boy. Look at this. Look at this pivot. And let me guess, your family found it, right? Your family found it. That's how we got to where we are right now, right? Your family found it. Your family found it, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, bro, your family came over here because your family was a bunch of fucking immigrants. Your family came over here because they couldn't cut it in fucking England. So the same thing that you accusing people of being illegal for, that's how your bitch ass got here. The same fucking way. The same fucking way. There's no such thing as America when America was created in 1776. Yet Columbus was here since 1492. Do the fucking math, dumbass. How America was fucking created in 1776, but you American, but you ain't a fucking immigrant? Please, please tell me. Please, I will love to hear this explanation. The country founded in 1776. The land found in 1492. That was already inhabited. Yet your family came over here because they couldn't cut it in England, or they were either being persecuted, or they had religious differences, or they wanted a better living. Damn, don't that sound like the immigrants that's here? Another question that I got for a lot of you fucking dumbasses, because this is before fucking Sapper and your dumbass decided to fucking show up, and I had to fucking show how dumb y'all fucking are. How is it that during Biden's administration, 8 million people came into the country, right? It was 8 million people, right? 8 million people came into the country, right? How is it that we have 25 million illegals? How did y'all get those numbers? How y'all go from 8 million that came in during the Biden administration to now there being 25 million illegals? I'm just trying to get the math, because if you got 8 million, how the fuck you get to 25? If only 8 million came in through the Biden administration that were illegal. How the fuck you counted 8 million people, but they weren't documented? So how the fuck you know they got here? If all these people were undocumented, how the fuck you know they got here? How the fuck you get those numbers? I'm just trying to make sense of it, because how the fuck did you register all these people? Joe Biden had 12 million illegals during this presidency. How'd you count that? Because the thing is those people came through ports and they came through fucking the border, right? So if you were able to count them, that means you documented and you knew where they from. But the crazy thing is out of those 12 million, how come you can't tell me where they're from? What's their background? What's the background? Why can't y'all tell me what the background is? Why is it that it's supposedly 12 million now? Because every single time you cannot say, that's the thing. How do you track undocumented people if you never tracked them and didn't know they were here? 12 million people came in, but you didn't document them. But the thing is what happens is that you should research it, because the thing that you don't fucking understand is that 12 million people came in here, right? How many of those were asylum seekers? Bet you can't tell me that. Bet you can't tell me how many of those people were people that helped us in the military in Afghanistan to come over here. Oh, see, look, that's how I know you stupid. My man said none. So all those 12 million that came here illegally, supposedly, were all illegals. They were sent to New York. You know why? Because New York can actually fund having extra people and not fucking go broke like your red fucking states. All those Republican states, the all those blue Democratic states that Republican can't get their nuts off on. You're using reason. MAGA don't like that. You right. He right. You. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I, my bad. If you came over here as an asylum seeker, that means that you were vetted and checked, verified, and then you got put into the states. If you received any kind of federal funding, that means you were an asylum seeker, meaning, hold on, you were documented. Because in order to get any federal resources, you have to be documented. Whether that's an ITN number, whether that's a visa, whether that's a green card holder. But the thing is MAGA's too fucking stupid to understand that they just think 12 million people just hopped over the fucking wall. Yo, see, and this is, man, the amount of stupidity that fucking MAGA has, it was just like, how do you give people the right to vote when in order to vote you have to be a United States citizen? But the thing is they tell you, the funny thing is that they'll be like, oh my God, he gave them the right to vote. Which bill was that? Which law was that? Because y'all can't ever identify which law or what bill or what fucking policy or anything that shows that it says illegal undocumented immigrants can vote in the United States. Please explain. Which bill was it? Which bill was it? Yo, bro, I'm about to block this dude because of how stupid he is. You see this? You see this stupidity? My man asked, no, I'll do it, Vegas. He's just ignorant. It's okay. He took the extra say, what up, Kobe? Yo. My man said, how did Biden get 80 million votes to Trump's 71 million votes? There's 340 million people in this fucking country. You dumb, illiterate, can't count, nut swallowing dumbass. Did you think that only fucking what? I forget. The 77 million people that voted for Trump are the only ones that, come on, bruh. You gotta be beyond fucking stupid to actually try to say, how did he get that many votes? There's 340 million people. Y'all the same dumbass people that said half the country voted for Donald Trump. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Make that make sense where, you know how the Republicans have kept on saying that all these illegals were voting? How come none of these red Republican states have been able to find those millions of fucking votes? How come you haven't been able to have any of these red Republican states show the millions of voter fraud that happened? See what happens when you swallow nuts the whole fucking time? When you take the nuts out your mouth and actually talk to people that have some intellect and have some knowledge of how the country works and operates, You would fucking understand that. But that's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all make the squirrels mad at y'all and look at y'all funny. Cause all them nuts is wild. All them nuts in your mouth is wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. See, look, that's the ignorance. First off, you can tell you got a small dick. That's the first thing. We could already tell that. That's already out in the open. We could already tell that's that little dick energy right there. Plain and simple. Talk about a woman will ruin us, but then you forget the fact that black women are the most educated fucking demographic in the United States. So she was gonna ruin us as one of the most educated group of people. Yeah, bro. Just say you racist, bro. Just say your PP doesn't swing from left to right. Just say that, bro. We understand. If you mad for that reason, that's why you swallow nuts, because you found somebody that probably has a better fucking wee wee than you, and you out here fucking just swallowing. That's crazy. Hey, look at this. Bring your bitch ass up. Oh, the classic. Hey, look, he pulled it out, y'all. He pulled it out. He pulled it out. I got a ton of I kissed a black girl once. I kissed a black girl once. Shut your dumb ass up, bro. It's just like, the fuck out of here. My science teacher was black. Bro, yo, he has as many black friends as fucking undocumented illegals he's found. Put it like that. He has as many black friends as undocumented people he's found. That's how many he has. Cause hey, Sean, can I ask you a question, Sean? Now that we're gonna do this, right, Sean? How do you know somebody's illegal? So you know people are illegal because you have legal friends? How do you know they're legal? Because they told you? Trust me, bro. Oh, when they don't speak our language. Ah, pero yo hablo español entonces yo no soy ciudadano tampoco. Yo puedo hablar español. Entonces tú no me entiendes tampoco porque no sabes hablar español. Entonces tú te crees porque yo no hablo español y hablo inglés nada más que soy ciudadano. Entonces, ¿cómo tú sabes? Fucked you up there, huh? I'm a citizen. I talk Spanish too. A lot of y'all didn't know that, huh? So now, again, explain to me how the fuck you know. Explain to me how the fuck you know. They could catch ice on me, sure. Y'all see the uniform in the back. They could try it. They could try it. Please tell me. Please tell. You have not been able to tell me how you know they're legal because you said they don't speak the language. I speak two languages and I understand a couple more. You said we arrest military too. You're right. You're right because I did repost something like that. That it was an American fucking vet, an American combat vet that got arrested and put into a detention camp for 3 fucking days without a phone call. Got pepper sprayed. Wasn't even allowed to wash the pepper spray off. So please tell me, MAGA, from all the racists we can find, all the hypocrites we can fucking find, all these nut swallowing dumbasses have not been able to tell me how they know a person is fucking illegal. This ignorant one just decided to say because he spoke another language. So being educated enough to know another language, learn the English language, perform it better than most of the illiterate dumb fucks in the red states that their fucking literacy rate is lower, and you think they're illegal because they can outperform an American person. I'm just looking for clarification. Can we get some clarification here? Just a little bit at least. Just a little. Just a little. Cause y'all still no MAGA can come in here and tell me this is how an undocumented person looks like. I can tell you what a racist look like. Look like you. Look like a person that don't understand other cultures. Look like a person that has millions of black friends, but identifies illegals as a person that talks another language. Yo, John, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you. You talking to a whole demographic that thinks Bad Bunny's an illegal. Thank you for this, John. Thank you. You talking to a whole demographic that's talking about deport Bad Bunny. Here we go. Here, see, that's it. We lost him, y'all. We lost him. I'm not paying attention to his dumbass no more. That's it. That's it. That confirmed. Like, if that doesn't confirm racism and stupidity, I don't know what else does. I told you, like he said, I kissed a black girl once. Thank you. Thank you, Vegas. Thank you. All right, y'all. Sean is gone. Sean is gone. Sean is gone. We just got rid of him. That's because he got so many. I'm gonna let him go talk to his millions of black friends so that they can explain to him how ignorant he sounds. But he's only gonna be talking to himself because he ain't got no fucking black friends. Talk about I got legal friends. Bitch, if they're legal, their family probably talks Spanish. So what? Does that make their parents illegal? Even though they were born here and speak another, like, you see how ignorant that fucking sounds? I got legal friends. Motherfucker must work as ICE on the fucking weekends and shit and just talks to the people that he fucking tries to round people up. He may have an Uncle Ruckus in his life. You may be right, one. It may be that. It may be that. Rabbit, it's not that Trump's family spoke German. Trump's family is German. But here they are mad at somebody that's from Puerto Rico, which is a fucking U.S. territory, which makes them fucking American. Oh, no. You know what's even better? Put it like this, right? Tell me you not racist, but you ain't have no problem when those South Africans from Africa that were all white got brought over here. What happened with those? What happened with those? They illegal. Why ain't you fucking throw a fit about getting... They got fucking first class flights over here. Got settled in and everything. Please tell me about those white South Africans that got brought in here and y'all didn't shoot a fucking... Y'all didn't go crazy. Where was the fucking backlash then? Were y'all gonna be mad if Joe Biden did it? Was that gonna be it? Was it that? If Joe Biden would have brought those South Africans, y'all would have lost y'all shit, right? Because it was a Democrat that did it. But when Donald Trump did it, y'all ain't say shit. Y'all quiet? Yo, you know what? Damn, we shouldn't have blocked Sean. We should have asked him that because I would have loved. What did all your what did your millions of black friends say about those white South Africans being brought over here and not being legal? We should have asked him that. Damn, my man. like, bro, the look. This is the thing about it is that it's easy to highlight these races. The thing is that they've been closeted so much. They've been closeted so much that they forget to fucking realize that we know what racist people act like. We know what racist people speak like. Your ignorance shows it. Because the thing is you can be ignorant. There's one thing of showing that you can be ignorant and we'll understand it. We'll understand that you just stupid. We understand that you a fucking nut swallower. But when all the facts get proven and disprove all your theories, and then you still can't come up with a valid excuse as to why you don't like a certain group of people, that's what you call being a racist. It's easy to identify you. It's not like we don't have to wait for you to put the fucking hood on. We don't have to do that no more. We got technology now. Back in the day, y'all had to put the hood on to be known. Oh, that's thing. Now, all we got to do is look at your posts. We can look at your posts, look at what you say, and look at what you think. You know why? Because it's easier for the communication to spread out now. That's all it is. It's easy to identify y'all. Because this thing, look, it's easy to find a closeted racist when you talk to a Trump supporter. You know why? Hey, what did Donald Trump do for you? First thing they fucking say, well, he secured the border. If your racist ass don't come up with a better fucking excuse, if that's the first thing that comes out your mouth that Donald Trump did for you, that's already the fucking telltale sign. I already know I'm arguing with a fucking racist if that's the first fucking thing that comes out your mouth. The first thing, not even no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, but that he secured the border was the first fucking statement that came out your mouth that was done for you. See, look, I just gave you a free that how they say free chicken. That like they said, free chicken, right? That's all it is. Now you know how to identify them even faster. Because if a person has such a problem with the border and they can't explain to you why they have such a problem with the border, because the crazy thing is like Donald Trump secured the border, but I live in fucking Tennessee, which doesn't border any other country, but borders another white state. How the fuck did securing the border help your situation? But I stay in Utah or some shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. How the fuck the border being secure was the best thing that happened to you and you don't live not even a fucking state close to the fucking border? You racist. That's it. I don't have to worry about any other argument because I know I'm going to make that person crash out when I start asking them questions. And then they're going to be like, typical liberal. I ain't even a fucking liberal. I'm a fucking American citizen that believes I'm an American citizen, which is a fucking veteran that believes everybody in this country should be treated equally, no matter where the fuck they from or what they look like. Everybody should be taken care of. We're the superpower of the world, but we a third world country acting like it. Yeah, you automatically a liberal if you disagree. But then I can't say you automatically racist because the border was the most important thing for you, but you out in Utah. Nah, Sean, we block Sean, Joshua. Like I could only take ignorance for a certain amount of time, Joshua. Joshua was just like, look, this dude said that shit. He said fucking Puerto Ricans ain't even fucking American. After that, I was just like, bro, I ain't wasting no time with this dude. That's it. I ain't wasting no time. It was like you can allow stupidity to a certain point, but then it gets to the point where it's just like, yo, it's the easiest way to fucking understand how these people are racist. Because if the first thing that comes out your mouth is that Donald Trump secured the fucking border, yet they haven't closed off the border, yet you have Kristi Noem's dumbass painting the wrong side of the fucking wall, and that's what fucking helped you? That's what you voted for. That's what you voted for? Joseph, appreciate you becoming a super fan. Not necessary here. Donations and gifts ain't necessary. Give it to the people that need it. There's going to be a lot more people that's going to be struggling and hurting. Give them the fucking money. Give them the donations. Give them the gifts. Don't worry about that shit here. Here, I just like to talk to y'all because it's entertaining. And it's just easy to call these dumbasses out. Don't give me the money. We about to have a whole bunch of fucking people here struggling these next couple of months because of the fucking stupidity of these people. So that's why it's just like, it's just, you have to call out the bullshit, but you have to identify the bullshit and you have to call them out on it. Because way too many of the fucking times these people go without being called out. That's all it is. It's malice covered with a blanket of stupidity. Because the thing is, don't listen to Cruz, send a penny for the heart. Y'all can do that. If y'all want to do the heart one, do that. But don't put anything else. If you put the heart memes and you become like a fan, I'm cool with that. But don't give anything else. Don't give anything else. Any other gifts, don't do it. If it's the hearts and like the screen, I'm cool with that. That's fine. Anything else, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. I don't want any of the other things. Just do the little heart me so that it shows that I have more fans, and then it'll bring more people in here. But donating and all that shit, we don't need that here. We don't need that here. It's detected that the live chat didn't appear. Oh, I thought they were fucking trying to flag me or some shit. TikTok don't like when you tell them not to give money. TikTok don't like that shit. TikTok don't like when you start telling people, I don't need y'all to give me money. TikTok be like, nah, bro, you can't be saying that. We need the money. TikTok was like, no, don't listen to his ass, gift him. It was like, no, do the heart. That way you can push it and more people to see this and listen if you do the heart, which is like Joshua said, a penny. But besides that, no. Give it to those when you see a video that it's a fucking like a cancer person or somebody like that, donate to that person. Promote their fucking video. Here, just promote the fucking live by pressing the live and fucking do a heart. And that's it. I don't need none of that shit. I don't want any of that other shit. We got other people that need more fucking care right now than I fucking do. I was like, this administration right now is going to make people get into a very dark fucking spot. And I've been in that spot before. I grew out of that spot before. So I understand what that struggle is. A lot of people don't fucking understand the struggle of not being able to eat at times. A lot of people never experienced that. A lot of people have never seen a person go through that experience. And that's the one thing that is just like, this administration don't care. If you telling me you a fucking congressperson, a Republican that's making $174,000 a fucking year to only work 170 fucking days, which means they basically get paid $1,000 per day. And that's the max that they usually work, $170. You ain't worried about no fucking paycheck. You ain't worried about not having groceries. You're not a Walmart worker that's working their fucking ass off and still has to be on fucking benefits. You never seen these people do that shit. And that's the thing people don't understand. You always got these fucking nut swallowers out here fucking swallowing nuts because the Republicans is telling them, oh my God, the Democrats want to do this. Imagine you being mad at a Democrat because he don't want you to pay more for your fucking healthcare insurance that's going to try to deny you anyway. Imagine that. You think Luigi Mangione, shout out to Luigi, did what he did because shit was cheap, because shit was available, because shit was affordable? You think Luigi did what he did because he was able to fucking provide? No, Luigi was paying his insurance and he still got denied. Now imagine you telling Luigi, I'm going to double what you pay and still deny your ass. Imagine that. He's a child of millionaires. Imagine that you're a child of millionaires and you are getting fucking denied. So what does that say about every other fucking regular person that isn't a fucking millionaire? Here it goes. Here it goes. This is the best one. Your own party will let its own people starve. You talking about the Republicans, right? Because most of the SNAP recipients are in red states. 42% of them are white people. So imagine this, Republicans that are already getting subsidized to make sure that they can give Medicare and Medicaid are making sure to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid. Then they're deciding we're going to take SNAP benefits. But we love the kids. We love the kids. We all for the kids. Oh, don't forget, we don't want them to have fucking food at lunchtime either. They got to pay for that shit. But we love the kids though. We the party of family values. Remember that shit? Remember that? The family values? Yeah, Kobe. Exactly. The party of family values is telling people, hey man, we don't want to fucking make sure that your health care is okay. So we gonna make sure that even though the money is there, imagine this. Imagine this. Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to come in here. Who the fuck told you to stay? The fuck? Go swallow some nuts for me. How about you do that? Go swallow some nuts. Go make them squirrels proud. Show them your ability, huh? Show them what you can do. Huh? Fuck out of here. Y'all dumb ignorance. I'm tired of Democrats too. That's the fucking problem. People come in here because they're fucking Republican nut swallowers and just think because I don't side with Republicans, I'm a Democrat. No, I'm an American first. I vote either way, which whatever thing is gonna come up with the best fucking side or the best fucking thing is who I vote for. The stupidity of thinking you gotta pick a fucking side is the reason why your dumbass is in this fucking place in the first place. Cause you thought, oh, I'm gonna vote for Republican. Cause you know, my daddy's daddy, my daddy's daddy's daddy, and my daddy's 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 daddy voted this way. But and then you always got, look, I'm a Republican and not MAGA. That's cool. So why ain't you here helping me to tell MAGA to shut the fuck up? Oh, you can't? Oh. But you can't say that part, right? Oh, oh. You Republican but not MAGA, but don't tell MAGA to shut the fuck up. So you was a bitch then and you still a bitch now. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Now I understand. Now I understand. So you's a bitch and you swallow nuts. God damn. That's a fucking combination. The squirrels is really like, we don't do that here. We just don't do that here. We just don't do that here. We don't do that here. When the squirrels is telling you that, that's bad. When the squirrels is telling you that, that's bad. The squirrels is like, we don't do that here. Like, come on now. Yes, Democrats are fucking sellouts. A lot of them gotta be voted out. But right now, which one of these sellouts, which one, Hakeem Jeffries, Cory Booker, Richie Torres, which one of them is telling people, hey, it's okay for you to starve? Which one of them is saying that even with the funding available, because the USDA has billions in fucking reserves, is saying, oh, you know what? We're going to have your prices go up. We're going to have your rates go up. We're going to have your insurance go up. And then you know what? We're going to take away your benefits. See, because the thing is, this is the ignorant. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Big Cat. But Argentina got 40 billion with a B. Bitch, do you know what billion means? B for billions, bitch. No, you don't know what the fuck B stands? You know the difference between millions and billions? Look at this shit. Oh, 43 billion to be exact. My bad. My bad. Yeah, it's pretty easy to prove a disabled person to get back to work. First off, if they're like you and you can't actually have a fucking comprehensive fucking sentence, then it makes it kind of difficult for that person to get a job, because they gonna look at you like, damn, you was fucking dumb. You gonna make me lose money at my job before I actually gain anything off of you working at my job. You ever thought of that? No? You ain't think about that, huh? You ain't think about that? You ain't think that you ain't get a job because you couldn't read? Or you didn't get the job because you couldn't even speak properly. And then you wanted to work customer service? Yo, but we can't do. We loaned it to him, yeah. We loaned it to them through the American people. Imagine, look at this one. Look at this one. Imagine they said that they showed their own true colors when you watch it on videos, right? I remember watching every single fucking video. I remember watching every single fucking campaign where Donald Trump said that Medicaid was not going to be touched. Did you watch those videos too? I know you did, because you were swallowing nuts while he was at those campaigns. Because I watched those same videos too. What happened to that? What happened to that? Uh, uh, oh, here we go. We got another ball player. This one plays with nuts and tries to be a hooper too at the same time. That's the thing. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Another hooper, y'all. Another hoop. She's trying to hit me with the Kobe. That's what she's trying to hit me with. She's trying to cross over back, and it's just like it's not working. So then she's gonna go, and instead of shooting the ball, she's just gonna stuff it in her mouth. Come on, bro. Stop swallowing these nuts. It's like it's the same people that can never amount to anything that always say that Donald Trump has done the most for them. Step back. It's just like it was just like Donald Trump told you, we are not gonna touch these things. We are not gonna touch these things. Spray tan residue, bro. Whoever, bro, did it, and that's what is funny to me, because you say that Kobe about the fucking spray tan issues. Imagine being Imagine having Pete Hegseth, Mr. Whiskey Leaks, building a studio within the White House for the press conferences, but you show up with your shit ass tan as the president like that. Somebody explain that to me. What? Why they ain't blend that shit in? Why didn't they blend that shit? Why he look like that? Who the fuck is the makeup artist? Who the fuck they paying to be that makeup artist? How you robbing the country blind, but you can't afford to get an actually good fucking makeup artist? That your fucking shit look like you two-toned over here. You got fucking dark orange here and you pale as snow on the other fucking side. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you paying? Yeah, y'all spending them running the money in the wrong places. Y'all got all these show hosts and all of these motherfuckers wear makeup. And you mean to tell me y'all couldn't fucking blend in fucking suntan orange fucking on fucking Donald Trump? You couldn't even blot out his hand when he had that black mark, looking like he developing the plague. Like, what the fuck? Motherfuckers got money to spend on everything but the American people. But Republicans are still going to be nut swallowing. Talk about, we don't got the budget for universal health care. We just don't. We can't afford it. But if we took the money we gave to Israel and the money we took to Argentina and the money we took to Ukraine, you have universal health care. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy when you look at it that way? We can't afford it, but you can take, remember the 300 million for the ballroom? Remember that? You notice how it was the people that sat in the front row and also got these permanent fucking corporation taxes. Permanent. They're permanent now. Just happened to donate. So all that money that you gave them extra, they just so happen to be able to donate to the cause, right? Ain't that crazy? That sounds like a fucking bribe to me. But yeah, bro. The funny thing is how come y'all didn't have, y'all made more of an uproar about fucking Barack Obama wearing a fucking tan suit than he did installing a fucking basketball court. Mind you, he installed a basketball court on a fucking tennis court that was already on the White House. The tennis court was already there. He just added hoops at the end. My man spent maybe I'd give it fucking $5,000 to fucking redo the concrete, put the fucking things on, and you want to tell me about fucking $300 million that he used up? Bro, he could have paid that shit out of his pocket. The fuck are you talking about? The man put fucking basketball hoops, he didn't even build the whole fucking court. He put 2 hoops up. Trying to compare it to fucking tearing down the whole East Wing. Like, are you fucking serious? Bro, imagine $300 million on the hoops. Bro, the fucking Washington fucking, what's the fucking team? They should be playing in the fucking state, in the White House then if you pay $300 million for the fucking hoops. Shit, that shit better come with stadium seating too. I better be able to watch fucking Barack Obama. Kobe just hit me with the crossover just from deep like. That's crazy. Yes, you gotta know you can't vote all Republicans and Democrats out. You gotta vote the ones that have been in office for way too fucking long. But first, you gotta get rid of these dumb fuck MAGA that have fucking infiltrated this country and made this country think that they can do whatever the fuck they want with it at the expense of the people that fucking work here. Because every single person that's in this live, every single of these mega fucking dumb fucks is paying taxes. That no tax on overtime shit don't work. Look at this. Look at this. You're so upset about it. Bitch, you were complaining about a man that paid for his own fucking suit and it was tan. Shut the fuck up. So I'm right. Yeah, you right. You a dumbass. We understand that. Remember where the garden was? Oh yeah, he covered that with concrete. That wasn't fucking federally funded either. Y'all didn't make no hoopla or anything about that, right? When he got rid of the garden, where were you at, Sar? Where were you at? Where were you at? You didn't say nothing then, right? But you complained about Barack Obama installing basketball hoops, right? Yeah, yeah, right, right, yeah, yeah. I'll be back again. I'm gonna go feed my cat real quick. Don't leave. Just hit the like button. I'll be back. I need to go feed my cats. Don't let these nut swallows fool you. Know what I realized what bothers me the most about these nut swallowers is the fact that they will listen to any of the nonsense. They will listen to any of the stupidity. They will listen to anything that their fucking nut provider gives them, but then they don't have anything to go against it. Tell me you not a nut swallower when you ain't fucking disagreeing with anything the person does. According to fucking MAGA, Donald Trump is perfect. He is a nut provider because those are the nuts they swallowing. Because everything he says, oh well, I guess you got to add Mike Johnson onto the list also. So he's not the only nut provider because there's a bunch of nut providers that they have. But that's crazy because the thing is those are the nuts they swallowing, so it has to come from Trump because everything he says, he said nasty. That's his new term. I ain't even calling him orange anymore. He's the nut provider. Cause tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Cause that's the craziness about the whole situation. Mega doesn't have the ability to fucking tell you anything. Yeah, and you got fucking Steven fucking Megamind looking Miller. Fucking they the grinder. No, it's not even powdered milk, bro, because the nuts is all shitty. The man wears a fucking diaper. So y'all out here swallowing nuts smeared in shit. That's why when y'all talk, nothing but shit comes out. Y'all didn't get that together. Y'all didn't understand why y'all breath stink. Y'all didn't see that shit, huh? That's the problem with y'all. Y'all don't know how to fucking associate things. That's why your breath always smell like shit. Tell me you spoken to a MAGA person that ain't full of shit, talking shit, and smell like shit. I'll wait. I'll wait. All that shit that be coming out their mouth. Because it's just like you got no fucking sort of evidence. You got no sort of proof. You just basically are told that, hey, we're going to shut down the government. We're going to stop paying federal workers. We're going to stop paying federal workers. The people that make the government run, we're going to stop paying them. But the people that are supposedly make the government get better, work for the people, and represent people are still getting paid. Imagine that you are still getting paid as a representative like Mike Johnson in the Republican Party that doesn't even want to show up to fucking work. And you got people that can't go to work because they don't show up to work. Imagine that. So what's happening with those people? Because those people still got bills. Those people still got shit to pay. You don't have these people able to just fucking do whatever they want. And then as always, you always got the ones that is just like, I'm a Republican, not MAGA. Yo, bro, the amount of bullshit that comes out of Mike Johnson's mouth, it's just like, bro, these people had to take the weeks off to make sure to line up every day a press conference of what bullshit they had to say. It was just like, the first one was, we're in a government shutdown, but Donald Trump, with all the evidence we found, had nothing to do with the Epstein files. Bitch, what does that have to do with the budget? What does the Epstein files right now got to do with anything with the fucking budget? Like, the Epstein files is important. We still want that shit. But what does that have to do with the budget? What does every single fucking press conference you've been talking about have to do with the fucking budget? Mike Johnson says that they don't control nothing. The Republicans don't control the government. How the fuck you got the House, the Senate, and the presidency, but you don't control nothing? What the fuck is you doing then? What if y'all don't control nothing, but y'all got control of everything, but you don't even know as the Speaker of the House that you have control of everything? Why the fuck are you the Speaker of the House? That must be the main nut swallower right there. You gotta be the main nut swallower. That most of the time you ask this dumb motherfucker, it was just like, hey, Mike Johnson, did you hear about this? I haven't heard about that. Then the next day he got a full fucking press conference trying to defend whatever Republican did that shit. Motherfucker needed a whole day to practice and recite so he can have a press conference about the question that he was asked the day before so he can find a way to twist it and lie about it. I thought they were owning the libs. Remember that? Remember that, Liana? We're owning the libs. We're sticking it to the libs. Yeah, y'all can't even have the government functioning? Who y'all sticking it to? Who y'all sticking it to? If y'all can't even manage to get shit passed, but hey, let the big beautiful bill come around, they fucking... You right, Reggie. You right. But they ain't gonna say that out loud because they don't want those grinder accounts to come out. So I understand what they're doing. They gotta hide it somehow. They gotta hide it somehow. They can't publicly say they nut swallowers. They can't publicly say that their nut provider is providing them the nuts. They can't do that. Imagine Mike Johnson coming out as a press conference and being honest. And be like, yeah, I swallowed some nuts before I came out here. And the Democrats is at fault. Bitch, where? Bitch, how? Explain to me how Chuck Schumer and fucking Talk With My Hands fucking Jeffries that only fucking talks nonsense is in charge right now. Kobe, I forgot about J.D. Vance. Who? Wasn't he supposed? Isn't he trying to be like a fake podcaster now when he tried to take over Charlie Kirk shit? My man how you got relegated from fucking vice president to a nobody cares about podcaster. That's wild. that is wild. It's just not about Yo, you know how crazy that is? You went from being the second most important person in the fucking world, because the U.S. is, to not even. Is that what that's what merit does? Damn, I don't want merit then. Having merit means you get demoted to podcaster from VP? Bro, that's wild. I think they might need to bring back DEI. Maybe they can find him a job. You think so? Think he'd be able to do that if they find him a job? Fund DEI again? Get him included into being part of the presidency? Because I haven't heard of him. Shit, at least Harris, Miss Harris that didn't do anything, didn't amount to anything. She was at least in charge of the border. At least they gave her that, right? She at least had a job. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, he can run a sofa. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like Republicans just have through this fallacy of that shit, and it's tiring. But the thing is I enjoy doing this because the thing is I enjoy calling them out on the bullshit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're a military veteran. I don't care if you're a boomer. I don't care if you're a fucking 20-year-old. Your ignorance will be called out. Your stupidity has to be called out. And the thing is if you get mad, good. You should be getting mad. But then at the same time, you should be getting educated after I done pissed you off and showed your ignorance. It shouldn't be that you decide to stay stupid. Random question. What is your prediction for the next presidential election? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. It's only been 10 months. Exactly. I really don't know what this next presidential election is because the thing is we don't know who's running. Nobody's officially campaigning right now. I don't want Newsom. Newsom to me is a fucking snake. Newsom is a snake. I don't trust Newsom. Newsom is just basically doing this so that he gets the attention. Newsom is doing this and talking shit to Trump because then everybody's going to think he's the cool guy that stood up to Trump. That's it. That's the only reason he's doing this. Only reason he's doing it. No, he wanted a prediction. Oh, okay. AOC, I don't think will do that. He's doing this because it makes him look good for Democrats to be like, hey, I'm the one that's doing it to stand up to Donald Trump. I'm not doing this because if that was the case, he could have been doing all this before Trump. See what I'm saying? All these Democrats could have been doing all this shit before Trump. They weren't doing it. You had to wait for Donald Trump to start fucking shit up to try to act like you could fix it? Thank you, Michelle. A lot of people like Newsom. A lot of people like him. I liked him at first. But then when he said something about sympathizing with Israel, I was like, no, bro. Once he said that, he lost it for me. I was just like, the only country you should be sympathizing for is the United States of a fucking America. That's it. That shit was an easy deduction for me when he said he was like, I can't even recall exactly what he said. He got real quiet on APAC, and once you get quiet on APAC, that means you ain't American. You funded by somebody else to act brand new, right? You want to act all new. You want to act like fuck the people in power. They ain't doing shit, but I'm taking money on the side for the same people. Shut the fuck up, then, bro. Don't come up here with that bullshit. Don't come up here with that bullshit. You want to tell me it's America first? Then it's America fucking first. America first. Meaning the people that bailed out for 40 billion are these people that you threatening not to get fucking SNAP benefits. View America first. You don't threaten kids with not getting food. You just don't. I don't give a fuck who you are. You are not threatening that kids are not going to be able to eat properly and tell me you America first. It's the same reason that fucking Republicans don't give a shit about anything until it starts affecting them. Look at all you dumb fuck farmers. Y'all ain't say shit. Y'all were fine being fucking racist. Let's get rid of all these undocumented that I hired. So basically, you are an accomplice to supporting illegal immigrants, but you ain't going to jail? Republicans, answer that one. So you ain't even going after the people that were causing you to lose your job. So imagine, imagine this. I just thought that's crazy. I just thought about that. Imagine the fact that you are mad at illegal immigrants for stealing your jobs, but it was an American citizen that made them steal your job. Tell me you stupid without telling me you stupid. That's crazy. How you got conned by your own people? Republicans conned you. Please answer me that. I just because it just came to my head just now. It just like my mind just went into a tangent. It was just like, you know what? Republican farmers were accomplices to hiring illegal undocumented immigrants to work the jobs that they were stealing from Americans, but they're not getting any other blame. How come you ain't blaming the farmers? Chance? How come you over here trying to disprove me, but you ain't disproving these farmers? See how quiet it got? See, there we go. What did I say earlier? 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 That the easiest way to find a racist is that the first thing that happened is that you decided to say that the borders was the first thing that was taken care of. Mind you, you probably don't live near the border. You have cold, hard facts. Chancey? Chancey, you haven't even said a fucking actual statement that was worth fucking reading. You've been swallowing nuts this whole time while you've been trying to talk. You another one of those that types. Look, this is how he texts. Cruz don't know what he talking about. He talks lies. Shut your dumb ass up. The fuck? Go to your nut provider. now that I'm saying it that way, that is crazy work. Go to your nut provider. See if they'll assist you. See if they'll assist you with your stupidity. I was like, come on. You see, my man wants to talk about cold hard facts, but he can't talk about the fact that it was farmers that lied to him and gave these jobs to people that he didn't give, that you were complaining about it being stolen. So you mad at the people that were doing the fucking job, but not at the employer that was doing it. That's the problem with MAGA. MAGA's too stupid to realize what the real problem is, so they go swallow some nuts and then they listen to anybody that tells them who the problem was. It was just like, damn. Oh, here's this one. Here's the classic MAGA tactic. I'm requesting up. You should let me up unless you're afraid. I haven't said anything that's worth fucking speaking about. I haven't said anything worth reading. I haven't said anything to contradict every single fucking statement or haven't been able to answer any fucking question. But you scared. Of what, stupidity? Look, let's make him crash out then.
Oh, he brought me up, my hero.
Already swallowing nuts.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, so what did you want to talk about? I mean, what are you so upset about? I've seen you ranting for the last 30 minutes like a 15-year-old girl. What's on your mind? You seem upset. I mean, it looks like a tear might fall out of your eye. Seriously, what's wrong?
So imagine the fact that you have been listening to me for the past 30 minutes and don't
No,
know
no, no,
how to
no. I
have
went and
any
got something
talking
to eat,
points.
and then I
No,
came
no, no,
back
no,
and you
no,
were
no.
still here.
Don't shut the fuck up and listen, because you're already full of shit
Oh,
from
there
the
it
get-go.
is. The
From the
tolerant left.
get-go.
Here they are.
The tolerant left that said that I've been watching for 30
You
minutes,
are
but
the
now I
tolerant
went to
left
go
right
eat.
here. It takes about
So
10 seconds for you to tell someone to shut the fuck up.
how the fuck have you been listening to me for 30 minutes and have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about and have no answer to anything I've said?
So that's why I asked. So what I did is I got in my car. I saw you were bitching about something. I went and got something to eat. Then I ate. Now I'm sitting in my car. I'm going to have to go back to work soon, unlike you. And then what I was going to ask is, you seem to be more upset than you were before I was eating. So I wanted to know what's got you so butthurt, buddy?
So what nut did
Is
you
it the
swallow?
ballroom that he's building?
Is that what you did?
That's really bothering you?
I don't care about the ballroom.
Oh, great. Okay, awesome. So that's not bothering
What
you.
else?
So
what else you got? What else? No. What else is up
what's
your
wrong,
ass?
man?
Because what is filling your mouth right now that had you so fucking with the right side?
What am I feeling?
Did you not
What was your
understand the
question?
part where what was the part that you've been swallowing so much that you love so much about the red part or the
I was
MAGA part?
laughing out loud. I didn't hear the question.
Oh yeah, you were laughing out loud. It's funny how every single time something of importance happens, a ignorant person like you either doesn't
I'll
hear
answer
it,
the question if you just re-ask it.
went to eat food, got in their car, left, stopped watching me, and then came back to watch me. But
And you were
somehow still
still
doesn't know
complaining,
what
that's
it is.
correct.
And you still
And
haven't
you were
said
still
anything
bitching and whining
worthwhile.
like a little girl.
And you are
Crazy.
still here.
So what's the
talking.
question? What was your issue?
Just say something. You can start the conversation because you wanted the discussion, right? So why don't you lead it?
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that Trump is definitely the best choice that we had this year, and I think people like you are equivalent to children. I don't think that you can understand complex ideas. In fact, the VP that ran with Kamala Harris said today that every dollar that we put into food stamps actually stimulates the economy for $1.8. How dumb do you possibly have to be to believe that infinite food stamps will stimulate our economy? Are you people actually that fucking dumb?
You must be pretty stupid to not understand that the money that gets put goes back where? Where does that money get that they get in food
The
stamps?
money that gets put into
The
food
money that
stamps
goes to food
actually
stamps
makes our
goes where?
economy bigger. Oh my God. So welfare makes our country bigger. You know how fucking stupid you are.
You know how stupid you gotta be to not understand that when people have this money, where do they spend the money at? In the imaginary fucking store that you purchase from? Or where do they spend the money at? Where does the money get spent at?
Where does the money come from?
Where does the money get spent at? You wanted to say that it doesn't help the economy. Oh, okay, so what is the grocery store from? What is it part of?
Oh, this is so insane. Oh my God.
Damn, look, you can't even answer. I thought you were going to answer.
Arguing that welfare stimulates the economy.
I thought you were going to say that it doesn't stimulate the economy. So you can explain that money goes back to the grocery store that goes back into the economy. So the taxpayer money that you already taxing and already paying for is going back to it. No, please, because you haven't explained it. You already sidestepping the fucking question. Answer it.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer. Where does the money come from?
I answered. I told you where the money came from. The money comes from taxes. And no, because you're about to get cut off because you're wasting my fucking time. Because you can't answer a fucking question. You've been sidestepping the whole time. Okay. If the money goes to the supermarket or the grocery store, what is the grocery and supermarket a part of? So the economy. So if the money is coming in and the money is going into the economy.
This guy is actually a fucking retard. I'm going to tell you right now. He's a complete idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about. You could read one book and be smarter than this guy, and he's probably like 40 with no job sitting here. So if everybody gets on food stamps, then who pays taxes?
If you have to ask who pays taxes, that's how stupid it is for you that you don't even know how to answer your own fucking question.
So you're pro food stamps.
So you're pro fucking subsidies. So you're pro subsidies. So are you pro subsidies? Are you pro subsidies?
No, I'm not pro subsidies.
Okay, so fuck the farmers then.
Fuck everybody who gets a subsidy. I don't get any.
Okay. So what do you do for anything then? What do you hold on? But you're working, right? You're paying taxes.
In front of a computer bitching about politics.
You know why? Because the thing is I've made enough money that I can do that. Go take your bitch ass back to work and shut the fuck up and learn something so you won't have to do it. Oh yeah, I gotta prove my bank account. I thought you was the one that was going to work. Go back to work.
I have $5 million in my bank.
What's up, bitch? Oh yeah, I love the hustle.
I'm not gonna prove it to you.
Shut your broke ass up, bitch. You over here talking about it, crying. I gotta go to work. I gotta go back to work.
You look like a fat slob who's sitting in a gaming chair all day bitching about stuff. That's what it looks like to me.
Why you mad, bro? Why you mad? Because you got $5 million and you still broke? Oh yeah. 5 million and you still broke. What you doing? But you can't answer how money goes back into the economy, but you're so fucking intelligent and you got $5 million? You don't know where taxes come from. You don't know where taxes come from. So when you go to work and you get your paycheck, what does it go to? What do you pay? You don't pay no taxes?
I pay plenty of taxes.
Okay, so where does the money come from? So you can't even answer your own fucking question when you have a job and you're supposedly educated?
That's how they get their revenue.
So basically, you pay taxes. You pay plenty, but don't know where your money's going. So you don't even know where your money's going.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're not even in the same line of logic.
Bro, see, look, you see... Imagine trying to gaslight, and then when you get put on the fucking spot, you act like a bitch. You sound like a bitch. Stop swallowing nuts, dude. That's all you were fucking doing the whole time. You see how easy it is? Look at how dumb you gotta be. Look at how dumb you gotta be because you can't answer a fucking question. You gonna ask, where does the fucking money come from? Bitch, you're working, ain't you? You know what your paycheck look like? You know where your taxes go to? So you don't even know that, but you don't know where the money goes. So you don't even know where your money going to. Now, he didn't run. I kicked them off. I'm not going to waste my time with that stupidity. When you fucking want to come up here, you better be able to answer any of the fucking simple questions that you want to fucking pivot and fucking turn to when you want to have a conversation. You want to talk about, I got, yeah, working a 9 to 5 and he got 5 million in his account. Come on, bro. We know you broke. We know you broke. That's why you here, because you have to try to get educated from somebody that actually has an education. Because there's no way in fucking hell you're going to tell me that Snap does not put money into the economy. Because if you get money, you paying taxes. That tax money that you're paying goes to SNAP benefits. Those SNAP benefits are received by people that goes into the community you live in and work in. So literally, that funding is helping subsidize your community. So if you too stupid to fucking realize that, I'm not gonna waste my time. That's the ignorance of MAGA. They don't know how to. You're gonna come up and try to tell me. You're gonna tell me that I don't know complex fucking thinking, yet you couldn't fucking know where taxes come from? What does he put in those nuts? I'm trying to figure out what do they put in these nuts? Cause damn, is the shit tainted with fucking acid? Like, what the fuck is this shit tainted with? Cause damn, how you swallow these shit ass nuts and that's the time you get. Like, that's the stupidity of fucking MAGA. That's the stupidity of MAGA. Exactly, this right here. That's why I said, that's why I always start with that shit. Fucking Joshua. I appreciate you, bro. I'm just like, bro, if you have money like that, you're not concerned about making your money. Talk about, I can't stay because I got to go to work. It was like, if you got the time and the money, you got the time. I'm not fucking a multi-billionaire. I'm not a multi-millionaire. I got money. I'm good enough. I'm comfortable enough that I ain't got to worry about it. And I can spend my day talking shit to dumbasses like you that are complaining about work, complaining about too much taxes, complaining about your money going to places that you don't even fucking know. But you listen to everything that the rich person that's giving the money to somebody else is telling you. You got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up. Just like, that's the thing. These people think that they can just fucking go, because the thing is if you're a liberal, you mostly have just like those thought processes. I see things from all sides. So that's why I'm able to put those things together, where MAGA, the comprehension level isn't there. Because critical theories and critical thinking is not something in their forte. It's not something that they're pushed to do. They are pushed to look at something at face value, accept it, and not question it. If you have some sort of fucking intelligence, when somebody tells you something, you ask questions. You want to know what you're getting into. Shit. All the winning that MAGA has been doing for the past 10 months, and they still broke. What'd you win? Free nuts? That's what you have. That's what you winning? The free nuts part? Because that's the only thing I've seen that they've been winning is just nuts. Got the squirrels out here mad. What y'all winning? Because y'all haven't been able to tell me anything y'all winning. Like I said, if the first thing that you won was the securing of the border, you're racist. You ain't running around that one. I don't give a fuck what explanation you got. Discounted nuts. I'd be like, look, swallow one, you get the second one for free. No, that probably, that's what got him. That's what it was, hero. That's what it was. Swallow one nut, get the second for free. You get a discounted third if you want to. the fuck out of here. These people be on some bullshit, man. It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. That shit is, it's just, it gets crazy to the point where it's just like, come on now. Y'all don't have anything worthwhile. Oh, here he goes. Look, somebody, don't block this one, Vegas. I want to make an example out of this one. Coming to the country legally. I got a question for him. I got a question. Hey, water boy. You already, I can understand why you got the name. You do probably sound like Bobby Boucher. Don't know fucking left from right. But you see a nut, you know how to tackle it, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what that's that's what it is. It's not water is Gatorade. It's left nut or right nut, and that's why you have the discussion, and he be getting mad about it. Hurling insults just like a Democrat. Let me understand this. So sounding like a bitch, just like a Republican. Got it. Okay. Okay. But Kobe is chock full of shit. You see how they got the chock full of nuts, but it's chock full of shit. Cause that's what they swallow. Cause them shits come out of a diaper. So you know he ain't changing that shit on time. So they got the piss flavor with the shit flavor, and then they mix it all in, and then they just probably gargle the nuts before they swallow them with they dumbasses. Come into this country illegally. Hey, water boy, tell me how you know somebody's illegal. Now, favorite question to ask racist. Tell me how you know they're illegal if you're still here. Yep, exactly. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't got no answer because I'm just a racist. It's okay, bro. I know how to identify y'all and call y'all out like this. I don't got to waste time with you. You can't even tell me why a person is fucking illegal or legal. So that clarifies to me that the only reason you dislike the people is because of the color of their skin. Because you've never met them. You've never spoken to them. You can't even tell me what they properly look like. But you can tell me they're brown. And that makes them illegal, right? But you can't tell me any other factor. Flip, why you helping them out, bro? Why you giving Flip out here answering the questions for him. Flip is out here giving them an answer just so that they don't look foolish. Like, look, you got an answer. You can use that one. We already know you're racist, bro. We already know that. It's not that hard. We already know. We already know you racist. It's just like he's just giving you a talking point so that you can have the balls to just admit it. Because that's the thing with a lot of Republicans and a lot of MAGA. You just don't have the balls to do it. And like I said, if you are Republican and you can't stand Donald Trump, you should be the first one telling MAGA to shut the fuck up. First one. Without hesitation, without any question. If you are just a actual Republican, you should be the first one telling fucking MAGA to shut the fuck up. Like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. I'm an actual Republican. I actually believe in being conservative, but still taking care of the people. But y'all can't say that. So there's no difference between Republican and MAGA if you still voted for the same person. Still voted for the same person, right? You still voted for the same person, but you can't denounce the one that's fucking shit up. So you're still part of the same group. Cause the funny thing is like you can't talk shit to MAGA. You can't tell MAGA to shut the fuck up when they're wrong. You would rather argue with somebody that's on the opposite side than tell people, what's up, Tish? You would rather argue with people on the other side of the aisle instead of correcting the stupidity within your own party that makes your party look stupid. Get your pro American. Like, are you serious? You're 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 more educated. I bench and I squat more. Nuts? You got to work on bending down to get to the nuts. That's what it is that you're doing? That's what he's doing. He's practicing how to get to the nuts faster. Got it. I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. Yeah, always. It's always the bot accounts they come up. It was just like like I said before. I know a lot of these MAGA people come in here because of the fact is that they know they're gonna get educated on something. They know that most of the talking points I come up with is shit that they've never heard of before. So they get fucking lost. But then they go and then they have to go and study like, damn, this dude said this shit. I gotta learn how to fucking twist this so that when I go back to my MAGA lives, I can be like, yeah, this liberal lied to me about this shit, and he was talking about this, and it's a lie. Knowing damn well it's the fucking truth. Let me guess, David. I'm gonna just take a wild guess. Securing the border was your biggest priority? Securing the border was the biggest priority, right? That was your biggest priority? Not healthcare, not the education system. Securing the border, right? 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 David, you left, David? What happened, David? That's where you take the nuts, Robert? That's a lot of personal information, Robert. I don't think anybody in here wanted to know that. Where you take the nuts, that's your own private matter, bro. We don't need all that information here. You talking too much, bro. You exposing way too much. Way too much. That's way too much information for where you take the nuts at, bro. Keep that to yourself, bro. Do your own live. It's just like, are you serious? It's like my man said between the cheeks. I was like, pause, bro. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Sorry. We just don't do that here. We just don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine having the balls to say he takes it between the cheeks, but don't have the ball to say he's racist. That's crazy. That's wild. That's the crazy part right there. Anissa, according to these people, everybody is Mexican. Because that's the only other fucking nationality they've heard of. They haven't heard of Uruguay, Paraguay, Venezuelan, Colombian, Chileno, Argentinian, Spaniard, Ecuadorian. They haven't heard none of them shits. The only thing they know is just like, oh, he speaks Spanish, he's Mexican. If you don't get your uncultured, fucking unseasoned, fucking raisin in the fucking potato salad ass up out of here, the fuck? Ain't nothing wrong if you put raisins in fucking potato salad, but we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Sorry if you do, but we don't. We don't. He said, yes, it is. Just what the fuck? Like, come on, man. He said there is a problem. He said there is a problem. I'm like, nah. It was like, Cruz, I was agreeing with you the whole fucking time, but you said that shit, we gonna have problems. I'm gonna have to fully disagree with your ass. What is this no racing? Stop cursing. Anissa, what's the problem? What's the problem? I gotta stop cursing now. Now I gotta stop cursing. Damn. We gotta disagree on the racism. He was like, Ty was just like, we don't do that here. Ty hit me with the, we don't do that. Hey, some people do, and they cool. Some of them ain't racist. Some of them ain't racist. He said, what is the racist? You're racist. Damn. Now you're gonna come at me because it's racist. Shit. I done lost the whole fucking chat because I said raisins. No fucking potatoes. The whole chat was like, nah, bro. You don't do that here. How you telling me you don't do that here? The fucking raisins trick again. It's like, come on, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just it's a lot, but you see what I'm saying? It's just like, look, that's why I just talk the way I do. I just am the way because you got to talk real shit to these people. Anything that I say, feel free to fucking use it against somebody else. At least give me some credit. Give me the credit for coming up with it. But if y'all got to use it against these people, use it. Because the same thing was just like, look, if they have such a problem with the border, they have such a problem with undocumented immigrants that were stealing their jobs. Why ain't they mad at the people that was giving them the jobs? He said, I'm gonna keep the credit. That's fine. I don't care. As long as you have it as a talking point and people listen to you and you spread the fucking knowledge, you can keep it. I don't give a shit. I got no problem with that. I'd rather expand the knowledge of people and have people be able to talk nonsense back to these people so that these people start getting fucking quiet. Because they've been getting too fucking loud to be too fucking stupid to be talking. You shouldn't be talking this fucking much when you that fucking dumb. So if you gonna use it and they shut the fuck up, I'll probably get like a fucking ringing in my ear, which I already do. And then it's just like, I got tinnitus, military, so I get a flat line in my ear every now and then. So I know that when I get that flat line, that means one of y'all just probably crushed somebody's dreams. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that at all. I'm gonna just hear the beep. I'll be like, damn, Ty done roasted the shit out of somebody. My ear, I'm gonna just be like this, fucking scratch. I've been scratching my ear a lot too. I think I got a scratch in my shit too. People just been talking about me like that. But that's the fucking thing. That's what it is. You gotta use these things against these people because these people are coming up with shit that they just think it's okay. They come up with lies, call them out on it, make them look stupid in front of the people that make them think that they're smart. He said, y'all like nuts. I'm telling you, don't do that here. You hit them with that shit. We don't do that here. We don't allow stupidity. We don't allow ignorance. We don't allow racism here. I'm gonna call you out on it because I've already identified the ways to call people out. They won't get it, but that's the whole point. They still gonna be stupid, but now they're gonna be stuck on stupid. we don't do that. We don't do nuts over here. We don't do nuts here. We don't do that. We're not like this dude that says he takes it between the cheeks. I was like, pause. Like, come on, bro. This is a family-friendly environment. What the fuck? Just like between the bruh. And then the dude was putting dates. He was like October 7th, 9/11. I was just like, are you summarizing the days you did it? That's what I wanted to say. I was like, hey, bro, you giving out too much information. My man said October 7th, September 11th. And I was just like, damn, was that when you did it? That's when you took the nuts? I was just like, damn. And then you gonna say you took it between the cheeks? That's wild. That's a lot of fucking confidence to be racist and your diary. Yo. Oh man. He's gonna add you to his hey bro, everybody gonna put me on some sort of list. And that's fine. Y'all already know if I go missing, y'all know I was saying too much real shit. He said ice. No, it was just like, cause come on. It was just like, look at this shit. Oh, look at every single MAGA that has come in today. I only let up one. Usually I let up people, and sometimes I have like guests. Like I have Joshua, I seen you. I'm just doing this one today, like on my own. But I have people that come up here. Just Cruz. Motherfucker has it. Motherfucker even spelled it backwards, just in case he missed it the right way. It's not that they too scared. The thing is just like there's too many times that I've had people come up here that have just tried to be ignorant. And the thing is that they think that their ignorance is gonna get them points. They think their ignorance is gonna rule. Because look at what this dude was doing. Look at what the last dumbass did. He thought he baited me into letting him up. I already knew that was gonna be a fucking like y'all already knew. Some of y'all put a fucking countdown because y'all knew he was trying to spaz out. And it was just like he thought I was gonna spaz out because he thought he was gonna do that. I was like, nah, I curse. I'm a grown ass man. If you can't deal with that, stop being a bitch. Cause if you can't handle fucking somebody cursing, I know you can't handle hands. Plain and simple. If you soft at somebody cursing at you, they think it's ghetto. It was just like, no, because your soft ass doesn't fucking curse. Don't mean everybody else got to be like you. Nobody trying to be MAGA right now. MAGA don't even want to be MAGA. You voted the same as Republicans, and Republicans don't even want to know about you. What does that tell you about your party? Your own party don't like you. So if your own party don't like you, why the fuck would we? Why the fuck would we? I just like bringing them up every now and then because the thing is there's times that I have had MAGA in Vegas. Joshua can attest to it. So people can attest to the fact that I've had people come in here that I've had an actual conversation with. Some of them have been on the younger side. Some of them have been like 22, 23 in that range, and they've come in and they say what they say, but then I actually have a conversation with it, and it's not because they were ignorant, it's just that they didn't know. Like there was a kid that I spoke to and I just told him, it was just like, bro, he was like, I'm not educated on it. I was just like, you don't say you're not educated on it. You're not aware because you know about it. So you're educated enough to know about the situation. You just ain't aware enough of within the situation. There's a difference. And I had to explain it to him because the thing is that's a kid that, hey, maybe with the conversation I had from him, he may think a different way. He might start looking things in a different aspect. When it comes to these ignorant grown ass people that are just fucking ignorant and stupid, you're not going to change that. This person been stupid since they were born. They've been stupid and now they 40 years old, still stupid. I'm 40 fucking years old. So most of the people that come in here are probably around my age range. I'm not getting those 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds. When they do show up, they think that they're going to talk me out of it like, bro, I've lived twice the amount of times you have. I've experienced recessions. I've experienced wars. I was there in 9/11 because I was from New York City. You just read about it in a fucking book. I fucking learned and taught history prior to the 2000s. I got taught history when there wasn't cell phones. Some of y'all grew up the same way I did. What's up, Fire? Some of y'all grew up at the same time period I did, and you mean to tell me you didn't witness the same shit? You were too stupid then to realize it or didn't educate yourself then, but somehow you didn't learn and fucking facilitate that in your older years? Bro, you've been stuck on stupid. I can't fix you. But I'm going to call you out on your stupidity. I'm going to continue to do that. Because the thing is I'm not going to allow you to keep spreading more ignorance. Because if you come in here, I'm going to make you look fucking foolish because you wanted to be ignorant on purpose. I'm going to make you look foolish. Because a lot of the times when it's one of these people, because that's why you notice none of these people ever have a whole bunch of followers. They always have their backup accounts. Because the thing is if they come at me with their actual account, their followers will see that they're live. And then they're going to tune in. And they're going to notice how fucking foolish and stupid they fucking sound, that their followers is going to be like, damn, this motherfucker's stupid. I didn't realize how much nuts I've been swallowing. I've been swallowing that guy's nuts while he's been swallowing Trump's nuts the whole time. And I thought I was right. That's all they do. You never see anybody worthwhile try to show up into this fucking thing because they know I'm too educated to fucking be ridiculed. Can you talk about the next move on how we deal with Trump making all these uncom moves? What needs to happen? So, Edwin, the thing that needs to happen where people need to realize is you need to involve yourself with your fucking local elections. And I'll talk to Cruz and if people show up and did it. That was just like that's what you need to get into your local elections. You need to start paying attention to people then. That's what we need to do. Pay attention to the local elections. MAGA is trying to rig the system right now. You got to pay attention to your local elections. That's where people start messing up. Everybody just concerns themselves with the fucking senator race or the House race or the presidential race. Pay attention to your fucking community. Nah, they didn't get back with me, Joshua. Nobody said anything. Oh, just like you have to get in touch with your community. Cause look at like put it like this. All these fucking politicians, every single one of these politicians started at a lower level. Nancy Pelosi didn't just become senator because she just decided, oh, I'm gonna run for senator and win. Chuck Schumer didn't start as a senator. He started at the lower levels. And what happened? He started fucking gimmicking and bullshitting people and he kept on rising and he kept on pushing further. And then he became a senator because he fucking weaseled his way the way up. He didn't start as a senator. So anybody that you see now that, hey, they might be your mayor. If they're doing such a fucking good job, try to make them in charge of the fucking district. Try to make them in charge of something that you value. Hey, our school system sucks. Yo, man, this mayor done fixed up the city. You know what? Can you be our fucking superintendent? Can you fix up the school system next? That's what we gotta do as people. Because the fucking president, the fucking Congress, they don't do shit for your community. Yeah, federal funding may trickle down to whatever it is, but it's the people that's in charge of your community and your district that separate that money. They're the ones that fight for that money. They're the ones that say, you know what? Our school is shit. But I want to build a new fucking stadium. And you reelected him. So what he said, fuck it, we gonna keep working on the stadium. Fuck the schools. We're gonna put more money in my pocket. That's the thought process that people need to change. We need to start paying attention to who he is. That's why I just like, look, what has fucking Gavin Newsom done? Besides try to act tough towards Donald Trump. Because he's not the only fucking governor fighting back. There's other governors that are doing the same shit, but they doing quiet. Yeah, exactly. Look at the NYC race. People want to vote for Mario Cuomo A person that was the fucking governor of the state already and had to resign because of sexual assault accusations. Or Mamdani, a person that's 33 years old, grew up, was raised in New York City, lives in New York City, pays $2,300 in rent. But remember, Mario Cuomo said that's poor. And even explained the best bar that Mamdani fucking said. Mario Cuomo is trying to spend more money beating me in this campaign that I plan to fucking tax him as a New Yorker. If that wasn't a bar of bars to fucking tell people who you need to vote for, that alone fucking explained it. That alone, when he said that shit, I was like, bruh, I ain't even in New York no more. I'm about to go get my residency back just to fucking, just to go vote. You know what that is? Cruz is gonna fill Mamdani's assembly vacancy. That's a fucking bar. That's another fucking bar. My man said, you are wasting more money on me to try to say I'm not good enough than I plan on taxing you. That's the wealth difference. That's the difference of picking somebody that you know is going to work to try to fix your situation compared to somebody that says you paying $2,300. Bro, you broke. The fuck? Tell anybody else in this country to pay $2,300 for rent. Not even your mortgage, for rent. Rent. Not a mortgage. You don't even own the shit. What I lack in experience, I have in integrity. That's who we need as people to start voting for. Those people that show integrity. Those people that, hey, he might not have the experience. And look, I don't want to hear shit about fucking experience from fucking Republicans of MAGA. Because you had fucking Kamala Harris, which had nothing but experience, and you decided to vote for a person that fucking was a TV fucking personality. Don't give me no bullshit experience fucking thing. There's no fucking way around that one. Fucking crazy. I was just like, the dude lives there. Cuomo was governor for all that shit. Did the state do good? The state was doing all right. But at the same time, you had to resign. He didn't make it that much better. He didn't make it that much worse, but you had to resign your position because of sexual assault. That alone tells you something. So hold on. So you mean to tell me Silva is a dude that's been in that city, and that dude loves that city. Silva is a person that I would want Mamdani to have in his cabinet. That's what I would want. I would want Mamdani to win, to push what he's gonna push, and have Silva to fucking back him. Because Silva cares about the city. But Silva's too fucking old. He's too old. This dude is out of fucking reality. Like, bro, everybody uses cell phones now. We on cell phones, bro. We on technology. Mamdani is everywhere. My man is at the Mets game. My man is at concerts, just going out there, being out with the people. Where Cuomo at? With the rich people. And that's the thing. That's how we have to look at it for. That's why you think, yo, imagine the fact, like this is the hypocrisy of the fucking Republican Party, right? Mike Johnson, while the fucking government is shut down, is talking about fucking Mamdani. I'm gonna say it again. Mike Johnson is having press conferences talking about Mamdani. Not even his fucking state, has nothing to do with the fucking budget, has nothing to do with fucking Mike Johnson. Yep, Grinder Mike's fucking job. Yet he's here talking about Mamdani. Because you know what it is? The thing is if Mamdani wins, They in trouble. They in trouble. Cause Mamdani winning shows the rest of this country that younger people can win too. You don't have to have the money. You don't have to have all the lobbying. You could just be real and mean what you say and fix what you say and actually live through the experience that the people in your community live through. You're not going to tell me you know what it is to go paycheck to paycheck and you telling me that you pay rent is $7,000, your mortgage is $7,000 a month. How you know how these people living? Bitch, you ain't taking the fucking subway. 7,000 a month? You ain't taking the subway, bruh. You ain't taking no fucking subway. You pay. That's just for your rent? Is 7,000? You not going to the bodega to get a fucking sandwich. You ain't going to the bodega to get a bacon, egg, and cheese or a fucking struggle. My family worked their asses off. I'm glad as fuck they're retired now. All my parents do. My father's retired. He moved to the Dominican Republic, built a house. My mom is retired. She just travels now. But they had to sacrifice to be able to give me the opportunity. And what have I made with it? I've done the best I can. And the best thing that I could do is make sure that other people, I don't have to know you. My mom used to take care of people. That's what she did. And people took care of her without asking for it. That's all she did. She didn't ask for anything back. I didn't ask for anything back. That's how I was raised. That's how I was raised, to make sure to take care of everybody. I don't ask for shit for y'all. That's why I tell y'all, y'all don't have to donate here. Y'all can do the heart because it pushes it out to more people. And that's just a penny. Besides that, don't give no more money here. Just hit the like, give the team so you can be a part of the team. That's it. That's it. That's how you get raised. That's how you take care of the people around you. You don't ask for anything back. Because the same way, if I'm teaching y'all and I'm educating y'all, that allows y'all to educate other people. That allows y'all to spread the same word. It's the same thing. Like I said, it's crazy because I'm not fucking religious. But give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish. That's all it is. Now, if everybody can fish, who goes hungry? Nobody. And I don't want to see anybody hungry. That's it. That's it. I don't want to see anybody hungry. I don't want to hear about people not fucking eating. I don't want to hear about people not being able to feed their kids. That's not a fucking supposed Christian way. That's not fucking human decency. Now you socialist. I was waiting for somebody to say that. I was waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, you a socialist, bro." What if you don't catch any fish? That's the whole point of having a community. Because you may not catch a fish, but another person did. And they're not mad at you for you not catching the fish. They're just going to give you a fish to make sure you eat. That's human decency. That's how the world should be. I'm not concerned if you got more on your plate, but I am concerned when you don't have anything on your plate. That's the fucking difference. That is the fucking difference. I'm not concerned if you got more than me. I'm concerned if you don't have what I at least have. That's how it's supposed to be. Those are the people you need to vote for. Those are the people you should be supporting. Those are the people we should be voting into office. The ones that don't care if they got more, but they're making sure that you don't go without. You're not going to tell me you're the party of the people, party of family values, and you okay with people not receiving their SNAP benefits. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to do that. You're just not. That's it. And that's why people tend to like me, people dislike me. I don't give a shit. At the same time, I'm still going to take care of the people around me. I try to take care of y'all. I try to give y'all knowledge. That's it. I don't what do I lose from giving y'all information? I don't lose anything. It makes me feel good when somebody look. What I do for veterans, that I help them with their benefits, their entitlements, and their claims. You know how good it feels when you got somebody calling you like, hey man, I appreciate you, man. You helped me get to you. I'm good with that. I don't ask for no money. I'm making sure you taken care of because you decided to serve the same way I did. That's it. You served the same way I did. I know that struggle. I survived that struggle too. I want you to make sure you get the benefits you earned. I'm not mad at the other person that got more benefits. I'm making sure that other veteran that's struggling to get his gets his, so he can at least, I can at least say he got his also. That's it. And that's what people need to understand. It's not about worrying about what the next person has. It's worrying about the person that don't have. And that's the mentality that needs to change in the fucking world right now. That's the mentality that needs to change in this country. If MAGA were to start fucking thinking that way, MAGA would probably get themselves out the fucking problems that they in. You need more people that have been through that struggle. You have to have people that know what it is to have fucking sleep for dinner. Mario Cuomo never had sleep for dinner. Donald Trump never had sleep for dinner. So you want me to believe in a person that has a spoon that was always full, a table that was always full, knows what it is for a person that has to share more food or doesn't have enough food to share with people? Never had to wonder, damn, how am I going to cook tomorrow? Matter of fact, what am I going to cook tomorrow? That's not the same struggle. It's not the same people. MAGA likes to put those people that are ahead of them on a pedestal, and then they shit on the person that's below them. When that same person that's below them can help them move up, because that same person is going to work just as hard to get to wherever point they can. Oh shit, paying rent and having no money for 2 weeks. Bro, are you making me cry? I'm sorry, political babe. I don't mean to get touchy. I don't. But the thing is that's why I say I'm as honest as fucking honest can be. That's how you have to be. What's up, Suave? I was like, that's how you have to be. You have to be honest as shit with people. I'm being honest with y'all. I don't believe in somebody that never had dinner for sleep for dinner. I went through that. I'm not gonna say it happened on the time, but I did go through that. If people don't hear that shit, it doesn't click to them. Because that's the thing with MAGA. MAGA starts fucking fantasizing about these celebrities, but forgets when people actually give them the real shit about what they're going through. Because, bro, you shouldn't have to be working 3 fucking jobs to make sure there's food on the plate. Shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't be paying a premium to fucking insurance for then the insurance to be like, nah, we don't cover that. The fuck was I paying you for? And that's see this right here. This right here. This is the mentality that makes me the way I am. That's the mentality that helped me and made me the way I am to try to teach people and try to enhance everyone's lives around me. Because at the same time, being in the military taught me that too. You only as strong as your weakest link. And if the weakest link is hungry, you're not as strong as you can be. So you got to make sure that person got food. You got to make sure that person eating. Because then that person's stronger and he's not a weak link anymore because he's not hungry. He's not dehydrated. He doesn't have food to fucking take care of himself. You take care of the weakest link always. And that weakest link will work just as hard to be just as good for you because they know you ain't asking for anything back. What's up, Southwest? And I love and appreciate the military for that shit. Because I would bust my ass for my soldiers. And then when I needed something, I didn't have to ask my soldiers. My soldiers would just do shit for me. When they knew shit had to get done, they'd be like, we got it, Cruz. We got it, Sergeant. I ain't ever have to say anything. Why? Because they knew I would break myself to make sure they had what they need, their pay was taken care of, they got time off, they got to go pick up their kids from school, they got to see their kids and all this shit when I didn't even get the fucking opportunity. And people appreciate that. The problem is that people don't do that with MAGA. MAGA doesn't help each other out. MAGA wants to kick everyone else down because they think, oh shit, he catching up. Can't allow that shit. When they don't realize if he catching up, that means you doing good. But all that means is you need to start working a bit harder if you don't want them to catch you. And it don't matter if they catch you. Now you know they not struggling. That's enough that, hey, if you were helping that person out that was struggling and that person is no longer struggling and you don't have to help them out anymore, that means you got more for yourself now because you were giving and sacrificing to help somebody else. But they made it because of your help. Now you can do a bit better. That's the mentality people got to have, man. People got too much fucking hate in their fucking blood. That shit is crazy. It's fucking crazy to me just to see all the hatred that comes from these people. It was just like, imagine where we would be as a society if we just fucking helped each other. I don't ask for anything back. Hate is expensive as fuck. You hate on that person that got that new car. So what do you go and do? You put yourself in debt because you want to look good in the new car. Your old car was working just fine. That shit took you from point A to point B. Now you fucking wasting money on expensive shit that you didn't need because you wanted to look good. Oh yeah, when the camera's on, they got all the shit. Then when the camera come up, yeah, bro, I gotta take this back. It was a rental. They be like, I do that shit already, bro. You ain't gotta fucking flash on me. You ain't doing shit. It's just like I already knew that. I'm gonna let you shine though. I'm gonna let you shine. I ain't gonna hate. I'm not a hater. So you pulled up in that rental, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, that shit look nice. I know it's fake, but I know that shit look nice, bro. Y'all seen that shit? That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hype you up. I ain't gonna. What am I gonna gain from hyping you up or nothing? What am I gonna hate from put? What am I gonna get from putting you down? People telling me, oh damn, you. What I get out of hating? Exactly. People don't get shit, man. And that's what people need to realize. And that's what it is. It's just like, that's the people you got to vote in. And Mom Donnie is going to cause change and he's going to bring positivity to show that, hey, we make enough money to take care of people. There's more than enough money to take care of people. You're not going to lie to me and tell me that we don't have the money to take care of our own. You're not going to tell me that because of a government shutdown, we're going to let people go hungry. In the superpower of the world? Now, if you were to tell me, if somebody were to describe this shit, you telling me, oh, we're talking about a third world country, right? They're going to run out of money so they ain't going to have food? We're talking about third world country, right? That's not a conversation you should have as a superpower of the fucking world. That just isn't. You're not going to tell me, if somebody were to come up to you, random conversation, and be like, damn, man, this country's about to lose this money. They saying people gonna go hungry. You gonna think the first thing you probably gonna say, which is fucked up, you gonna be like, man, that's some shit in Africa, right? Even though Africa developed as fuck. The first thing you gonna think is like, damn, Africa's struggling right now. And they'll be like, nah, that's the United States, bro. I'm like, what? The United States? People gonna go hungry? The fuck out of here. Ain't nobody gonna believe you when you say that shit. You go to any other country, go to any other country and tell them, yo, we ain't got no food, bro. People gonna go hungry. No, you can tell anybody in any other country, the last place they're gonna say is the United States, people are gonna go hungry. Yeah, we send them food. Basically, we send them shit. Talk about, hold on. Y'all sending, you taking care of them, but you ain't taking care of the people that's taking care of them. Because we pay taxes. And our taxes goes to purchase that shit to send it there. On Red Note, yeah, people just, because the thing is in China, they don't go through this shit. Here, the United States likes to use the propaganda to prop people against each other and make it seem like other countries ain't shit. But these other countries is doing more for their people than we are. But the thing is if they're scary, they're socialist, they make sure you have health care. That's wrong. Those people are evil. They don't swallow nuts over there. They don't do that there. They don't do that there. They just don't do that there. That's all it is. That's all it is. And people just need to wake up to that. We need to wake up to the fact that these people are doing that. But the thing is if you keep on voting the same people that have been doing it, it don't work. Mamdani is bringing change. Mamdani, all they gotta say is like, you don't even have a job. But bitch, I know the struggle because I made it to 33 years old in fucking New York City. I know what the struggle is. I don't even know. It's probably a sign that I need to fucking go. I'm hungry, y'all. It's been 3 hours. I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut it here. I appreciate that question, though. I appreciate Eric. If you're still here, I appreciate that question. I'm not. See, that's the thing. People got to realize I ain't trying to be number one. I'm fine at two, but I'll make sure three catch up. The whole purpose, the same way with your kids. The same way with your kids. Your kids are supposed to be better than you. That's the whole point of it. You got to enhance the next generation. And if you teaching them to put the next generation down, the next generation ain't going to be any better than ours. But as always, be good to one another. Take care of one another. So fuck off. Look out for one another. Love one another. And stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good rest of y'all week. See y'all in the next one. Peace.